Okay, hey out there, gardening friends. This is Kathy, the neighborhood gardener. Got off work a little early today, and I was thinking on the way home, I need to do a video about some indoor plants today. For all of you plant killers out there, this is the Sansevieria, and one of my favorite plants for a number of reasons, and one of the main reasons is it is one of the easiest plants to care for. So everybody out there who says, I can't grow plants, I don't have a green thumb, I don't have the time to do it, I don't have the lighting in my house to do it, well, you have no more excuses, because this is the plant for you. I think I have got maybe 12, 13 of these, and they're just the coolest plants because they come in different textures, colors, shapes. They're just beautiful. And one of the best things about them, they don't require a lot of care or lighting. I think maybe I might water these once a month, and they thrive. My house is not a really well-lit home. I do have an east-facing window that I place other type of plants in, and they do really well in the kitchen area there, but the rest of my house does not get good lighting. I do use a LED, the daylight LED lights, and I'll keep those on, and these things do fine, but they'll do good even in dark rooms. A couple of these I have in my bedroom, which is a very dark room. It only has one small window, and they thrive. So no more excuses, plant killers. These are the plants for you. So I'm just going to show you a few of the species that I have, a few of the different ones. You also know them, they're called mother-in-law's tongues. I kind of take offense to that a little bit because I am a mother-in-law and I'm not quite sure what that means. Anyway, so first of all, I wanted to show you, I know I'm probably going to say on every one of these, this is my favorite, but they're all my favorites. So let's start here. This plant right here, let me see if I can get it a little closer for you. You can see this one is called Green Mermaid. And of course I keep this in my bathroom. I have like a beach themed bathroom, so this guy stays in there. It's a very dark green and just beautiful, one of the tall plants. It's solid green, where a lot of the other ones have got a lot of variegation to them. This one, not so much. It's a solid green. And it's just beautiful, and it's living in my bathroom and doing just fine. And so there's one. So, all right, this is one of my favorite plants here as well. This is the Laurenti. And this plant here brings me back to when I was a kid and used to color. I still love to color, I just don't have time. But anyway, if you look at the leaves on this, look at the coloring. I've got so many plants here. Let me see if I can get it a little closer to you. It's like God just took his crayon and just designed and colored and outlined with that beautiful yellow and just outlined the plant and then filled all the rest in. I think it is just beautiful. I've got this one I keep in my dining room. It does really well. And then I have a couple of the smaller ones. Some of these are out on my porches. Let me grab this. I have a couple of these. These are the twins that are just a smaller version, a little bit different in the shape. This is a little bushier maybe. And anyway, they're just beautiful. These I got out at a place, I'll try to tell you where I get some of these. I live in Florida. These I got out at a place called The Barn out, I can't think of where it's at, Lake Alfred or something like that. But anyway, they have a cool garden area out there. Another one that is kind of in the Laurenti family, this looks more like a bird's nest. It's a little bit lighter of a coloring, you can kind of see there. Little lighter shading, lighter shade of green, but still that beautiful yellow outline. And it looks more like a bird's nest Sansevieria. But also, this is not in a very brightly lit area. It's in my bathroom as well and seems to do really well. So another one in the bird's nest family of the Sansevieria. You can see the colors on this one. It's a dark green, looks more like the Zylenica, but it's a short, squatty little plant, and it's just very full and just beautiful. Won't get really any taller than that. So I keep all of these plants in cover pots, by the way. They're all still in the nursery pots. I like to keep them like that. I have a couple, I think the last ones I just showed you, the twins, I did put those in terracotta pots and they do just fine, but for the most part I like to put cover pots all around my house and put my plants in them so they're easier to water. Anyway, this is the bird's nest Sansevieria. This one is one of the coolest plants. This is called a Sansevieria samurai, and look at the shape. You can see the shape of that. These leaves are very, very thick and plump. It's kind of hard. Let me see if I can get them a little closer. But it's just a cool looking little plant. And this one is called Sansevieria samurai. Almost feels like a succulent type of a plant a little bit because they're so thick and hard. That's a cool little plant. I do have this one right in the terracotta pot. He does just fine. Again, low maintenance. So I know you all are thinking out there, I could grow that, and you can. So don't give up on those. But this is one of the others. I just stuck like 3 different ones just to give a little bit of a angle on these plants. But I do have a couple of these cylindrica out in the garden, my outside garden, and it's amazing how huge and thick and big these things get. I have one out there that's about 4 foot tall. It's gorgeous. When I do a tour of the outside, I'll be sure to put that in there for you. This is called Sansevieria sayuri. It's a lighter green. See if I can get it up there. I hope the lighting is here. That's good. But you can almost kind of see here. Let me turn this. There's almost a couple of leaves that they're almost kind of white. And that is just also another one of the beautiful plants that you can get. I hope these are showing well under this light. Should be catching all the colors. But again, it's just the shade of green that is just beautiful in these plants. So Sansevieria sayuri. The other one, that short one, was samurai, like a samurai sword. I don't know who names these or why that was named that. This is starfish Sansevieria, and let me turn it around. You can see right there, having a baby. I love that. These are, I guess, part of the cylindrical family, but it just grows like a starfish. Very thick, stiff, and another just beautiful plant. Again, I can't emphasize enough. Low maintenance, low care, low everything. So, and the structure of them, I think, is what is so cool. And if you're into decorating with plants, with the heights and the thickness of some of these leaves, I'll show you a couple others that are just beautiful. It can go pretty much with any aesthetic that you have going on in your house if you get some of these. So this one here, this is moonshine. And the coloring on these leaves, under these lights, you can't see it so well, but they almost give off a little bit of a bluish green tone. But if you look in there, this one, the shape of this one looks more of a bird's nest kind of a shape to it. It's just beautiful. I got this one out at Gabriella Nursery. I think they're up in Oviedo in Florida. And again, they have great healthy plants. If you like to go to nursery, you want to talk about a little piece of heaven on earth, Gabriella plant. More I just want to show you because I didn't want this video to get too long. So this is the Bental Sensation is what the name of this is. Let me get it a little closer so you can kind of see the shape of this one. Let me get this a little closer. I'm kind of saving my favorite for last, one of my favorites for last, but you can kind of see the coloring. It's a lighter green and it's almost got like some striping to it. I'm not sure if the camera's picking up how beautiful this plant really is, but it is a cool looking plant. And again, this one is Bental's Sensation. This one is called Black Coral. And it's just got a deeper, dark green tint to it. I hope I don't hit my light, if you can kind of see this. It's just got a real dark tone to some of these leaves. In the corner where I have this, not a lot of light, and it does look a little on the darker side, if you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. But it's the height of this plant that is really nice. It's very healthy looking. Again, this one I got from Alice at her shop. And also, here's another one. This one was blooming. I have some pictures of this one when it was in bloom. And this is a Fernwood Mikado, I believe it's called. And you can just see the structure on this as well. Just beautiful structures. The blooms are all kind of fading off here now. They're falling off, but I will post a picture of this. So let me see if I can get it a little closer. The variegation in those leaves. And this one just kind of goes all over the place, which is another great structure, a good contrast, especially when you are decorating with plants indoors. I think that's one of the cool things about these plants. Here we go. This one is called Jaboa. You can see the coloring. It's a lighter variegation, but look at the thickness, how fat these leaves are. It's quite beautiful, and again, it's just a different structure to it. It's got thicker, wider leaves. Look at this one right here. You can kind of see how wide that leaf is right there. So you can kind of see that in reference to my hand. Just beautiful, thick leaves. Again, beautiful coloring, variegated, beautiful shade of green. So just another one. And here is Xylenica. This is one of the more common ones. You see these in the stores a lot, and it is also the height. I have one of these in the ground outside that is at least maybe 4 foot tall. These grow beautifully indoors and out, so you can kind of see the coloring on that as well. So my last one that I wanted to show you, this is one of my favorites. I've seen other ones that are just beautiful, but this is the only one I have. These are a little harder to find, at least they have been for me, but here we go. This is Wales Fin Sansevieria. Look at that. Look at that leaf. Is that not beautiful? Just the structure of it. It is, you can kind of see in reference to my hand how big that thing is. This one I got at another really good grower. I can tell you they're called Bros with Hose. Great guys. I couldn't believe it when I actually saw it sitting there. It was the only one that they had that day. And as soon as I had seen it, I'd watched it on other gardeners' channels, and I had plant envy. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's for me. I'll be having that one. So I just, anyway, you can get a little crazy with these. But like I said, these are plants for all of the people out there who think that they cannot grow plants or they don't have the lighting. Sansevieria, I'm telling you, you will not regret it. So I think that's all I wanted to just share with you today. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll post some pictures of where I have these spread out through my house indoors. And you can just kind of get a look at that if you're interested. If not, I love to look in other people's houses and just see what they have. It's kind of a sickness I have. But anyway, that's another story. But anytime I can see plants and people are using them to decorate with, I love that. So anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something. I hope it's going to inspire you to go out. And for all you people out there who feel that they can't grow plants, just get one. Just start with one, and then you'll get another and another. It is an addiction. So anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you're inspired and have a great weekend. Go out and enjoy the weekend and just be thankful for everything that we have. I hope you like this. If you do, please like and subscribe. Have a great weekend out there. Thanks for watching.